Testing 1, 2. Alright, nice, it's online. Alright, everybody, so, shadows die away. This is the preview for the upcoming Sunday night arena games. We're doing that on the 19th, so in 2 days from now. We are doing Christmas Warpath, and as you can see, it has been painstakingly redone to scale. Everything is exactly how it is if it were in TF2. If we start off from red spawn here, actually the red spawn itself is over here. Everything is done, all the crates, barrels, all that. Go through here, the starting gate, which will open when the round starts. This will come up. It's really cool looking. The truck, the Christmas trees over here, the actual base itself, final cap point. If you see here, there are indicator lights all over the place to let you know who's capping. Go through here, underneath the arch, we have the sideway over here, the second spawn. Obviously, this would be a great place to put sentries down, but can't do that in Minecraft. But go all the way down here to the second point. That's the third red spawn. The point goes all the way over here. You got the buildings, the ridge, you got the tunnel, which if you go through here, actually, all the way here. Yes, I was a dick and put the ice over here. Why not? You got the center bridge. Other side's the exact same way. These are the timeout rooms, which I'll show you in a little bit. And this is my favorite part, actually. Underneath here, if you go underneath, there is the wood wall, which you open, and when you go through here, it goes to the breach, which does work. And I'll show you that, guys, in a little bit. But first off, the actual arena. I have all the control points set up. I actually did something a little bit advanced with them. If you look over, actually, which side are we on? One on red. Probably easier to show you on blue for the time being. But if you're on here, obviously, red cannot cap because they have not capped the third point to get this. But blue can. And also, here's what I've added. If you notice, not just the notes, but little indicators that pop up when you're capping. And you'll see it on there as well. I'll go to the center point to show you. But if you go to the center point here as well, red can't cap because they have not capped the second point. So you don't hear anything. There's no indicators on. But if blue goes here and caps, it shows little indicator icons just how it does in TF2. And it shows that across the entire arena. There'll also be another addition later down the line that will announce in chat when, you know, something is being capped or not. Let's go all the way over here, though. But actually, you could only breach when you control the center point and just the center point. In regular, actually, in any part of it, you could break the wood wall. But I wanted to force people to break the wood wall only when it's appropriate, aka when you have the center point and you're trying to push for that fourth point. So the way that I have it here is I have a button that you could press. But just like in regular Warpath, you need 2 people to break it. Now, to prevent the opposite team from possibly, you know, taking advantage of this, the only way for you to break this is using 2 people. First person is here. The other person is in the appropriate spawn, which is the only way that you get in if you are part of that team. So you have to press this button along with another teammate over here in, this is the third spawn, when you capture the bridge you're in here. They have to step on this. You work with the teammate, and once you're doing that, you're able to open up that wood wall. And speaking of the spawns, the only way you can get in, you can't get into spawn if you're not part of the team. But in order to get out, if you step on any one of these pressure plates, the spawn gate opens, and every single spawn gate is like that. So you see that. But I went ahead and I've done the red spawn, so let me cap for red first. Here, I'll have to fix the notes, but they should all be working. Okay, cap that. And actually, I'll do something even better. I will start the Warpath match. Join it. join the team red. I'll do the classes in a little bit, but I'll show you what that looks like. So spawns, oh yeah, there's a whole spawn system that gets you to the correct spawn as well. So I've only captured the second point, which means that that's the second spawn point. Go all the way to here. Let me walk through the map for you guys. Take the ridge this time around. You do get a bit of a speed boost as well when you're on that, but alright, capture for red. If you notice here, I got the red block on my head denoting that I'm on red team. Alright, now let me just kill myself, and I'll get into the spawn. So, let me show you something here. AG, actually, I will do the, I'll do that in a second, but when I respawn, and you'll be spawning in the timeout mode, so don't worry about that for now. So, going into here. This is the, you're in the correct spawn. You capture center point, this is the spawn that you're in. So you have to stand on this pressure plate to help open up the wood wall. I've already done myself the favor, and I have an automatic on there, so it's simulating somebody standing on there. So there's a redstone torch that's simulating somebody already standing on there. But let's go all the way to the breach here. So I've captured center point. Now I can't really get through the top. They're really blocking it. So I'm going to go all the way down here. This light is on, which means that your teammate's helping you. Again, I have the redstone simulating somebody standing on there. Now I just press this button, and the wood wall will break. Okay, just go down. Now, I want to crouch here because otherwise my name will appear over my head and people will know that I'm breaching because they can see it. So what I do here, once I'm into the breach, 3-step process. Very simple, though. Step 1, press a button. Step 2, just wait. 10 seconds. It's basically just weakening the wall. You know how you have to, weaken the wall itself by pressing, by loading up with stickies, blowing it up over and over and over again until it's weakened. That's basically just simulating the time it takes. So wait 10 seconds for the light, and as soon as you do that, the light's up, and you can breach. And the wall's gone. And you could attack from here, try to cap. So let me try to cap here. And I could easily do that because obviously nobody else is here. And once I do that, go all the way to the very end here. You can see more indicator lights back there on the very final point. The turtle timer would have been here. And go the way down to the very end here. Cap the final point. And now red owns that last point. You can see everywhere else that we have capped all 5 points. So, let me show you something else here. And round. This is the timeout zone. You don't spawn for 10 seconds. Here you could change all your classes. So, let me first enable all the classes, which I didn't do yet. But here you see all the classes. I made it so that you could just click and you get the class. And you can see here that Scout, which is almost no health, aka no armor. You got the Speed Potion, Diamond Sword. Pyro, you have a Fire Sword, Fire Resistant Armor, and then that. I try to make them look as much like the classes as possible as well. He has the yellow Fire Extinguisher on his back. So I just put that up there. The Demo Man, black top, black bottom, the iron leggings. He has Splash Potions of Harming, simulates the sticky grenades, or the pipe bombs rather. Medic, you see by the apple there, he has all white, just like Medic does. He drinks a potion of regen, and you could splash Potion of Healing, but his sword is only stone, doesn't really help that much. The Sniper, in his ghillie suit, got Power 5 bow, weakness potions, no sword, so make sure you don't get there. And then finally the Spy, Diamond Sword, and you could drink a potion of invisibility, and you are now invisible on the map, except for your helmet. That's just about the only thing, but you can still, if there's enough happening, you can get past everybody and hopefully get the kill. Let me get rid of this. So I'm now appearing there again. Alright, no longer invisible. Alright, the other stuff that I wanted to show you, let me end this one. It's a couple more things that I added. Of course, all the spawn doors. It's a 3x3 spawn door. The middle is all controller blocks. But I added it so that... Go underneath here. Reset this entire thing. I also have... You can see here the little arrows that point towards where each team has to go. That's another addition. Also, let me get all the way back to here. I made it so that if you already captured a point, which I'll do right here, it prevents you from recapping the point again. Just a way for you to make it a little bit more fair for the other team so that you're not constantly just spamming the point itself. But yeah, I think that's all the additions. Unless I'm forgetting stuff, you got the spawn rooms, you got the indicator blocks all over the place. Underneath, oh, the spawn system, right. So the way that the spawn system works is all of these are only open one at a time. So you'll see here that this spawn door is open right now. So that's a first spawn, but on this one, I did cap 1 point. So this is closed, this one is open. So this is just a way for me to have it so that you could spawn multiple places. And then don't really mind about anything else. It's a gigantic redstone clusterfuck over here. But yeah, that's all the additions to Warpath. I hope that we have a lot of people coming down. It's Return to S.N.A.G since the winter break, and it's Warpath, one of our beloved maps. So I hope to see as many of you guys down here as possible. See you on Sunday night at 9 p.m. Peace.